I'm running for Congress because I remember what it was like to grow up with good old-fashioned American values and good old-fashioned American fair play and American know-how. And I want my children and your children to grow up with the same kind of understanding of what it means to be an American. When I cross the district and I talk to people, the sense that I get is that people are looking for someone who's got common sense and who will fight for them. When I look at Washington and see the reckless kind of leadership that has resulted in our being stuck in an unjustifiable and unnecessary war in Iraq, and I see our leaders disregarding and having no plan for education and dealing with health care as if there is no problem, what it has made me want to do is go there and solve it myself. Our middle-class families are getting squeezed. They're having a harder and harder time paying their mortgage. They can't get enough money to send their kids to college without going into debt. And they have to worry every day whether or not they're going to be able to afford the price of a tank of gas for their car. My father was an engineer, my mother was a housewife. We grew up in Bergen County and went to the local schools here. It was a nice, comfortable childhood in the sense that we were well loved. Seeing what my father went through and seeing how he has had to live since he no longer could afford to pay for his own health care has made me want to take a common sense approach to Congress to help make it easier for families to care for their parents with the help of the government. My grandmother was a poor lady in a dress factory at a time when women didn't do anything. I mean, they may have sewed things, but they didn't run things. She supported her entire family during the Depression. She made me what I am today, really. I met Rob at the Legal Aid Society. He liked to talk and I liked to talk, and after 2 years of talking in the library, we got married. That's basically it. When I went to law school, I did the criminal defense clinic, which was a very life-altering experience, and I just took to helping individuals one at a time. I turned down a job with a corporate law firm because I wanted to work at the Legal Aid Society, where the impact that I would have on a person's life would be felt immediately and in a big way. I've spent a lifetime fighting for people who have been pushed around by either corporations or the system, and by giving people a voice so that they can be heard. Having children gives you a stake in the future. I have 3 boys. Eric is 21, Danny is 18, and John is 15. They're wonderful, wonderful kids. When I go down to Washington, I'm going to be fighting for middle-class families who live in my district. And what middle-class families really want is to pass on to their children the same opportunities that we had when we were younger. You want your children to stand on your shoulders, and you hope that their children can stand on their shoulders. So if you're tired of going to bed at night worrying how you're going to pay that next bill, and if you're tired of worrying about whether or not you're going to lose your job and lose the health care that you need for your family, and if you want someone in Congress who has the courage to fight for the things that we as middle-class citizens need, then please vote for me, because my concerns are your concerns, and I know what we need.